I remember there was one I heard once about a young boy who got trapped in a lake inside a cage.
But he loved his trainers so much.
His trainers so much he wasn't going to get them wet, but even though he had to get out there,
and even though he thought that was the important thing because it's material value, he actually drowned, and the trainers were no good to him then.
I'll say that.
Hives, hate to say, I told you so. Now I want to clear a couple of things up. Obviously, me and Steve, we love Carl. This is the things we give Carl to read and talk. It's not to embarrass him or stress him out at all. We genuinely like his view of the world.
Yep.
In fact, we did an interview yesterday with a bloke from the Standard who really liked the show and said, "Do you like Carl? Could you take the piss out of him a lot?" You know, we just like to say we love Carl. I said to that bloke, I said, "It's like I've got a new kitten. I can't wait to get in and see his little face on Saturdays," didn't I?
yes.
And I think I'm worried because I thought I'd give Carl something he was really get his teeth into with these Aesop fables. It involves animals and, you know, little stories. But I've given him a couple and he doesn't seem to be that impressed or understand the concept.
It's just that you said you'd bring in an animal fact book as well, and I can't see that anywhere.
No. Well, you can only read one book at a time, can't you?
Why didn't you bring the other one in first?
Well, it's big. I've got to work my way up to it. I'll probably have to get a cab because it's a bit big. Now listen, I'll give this one. This is an easy one. Now just think, right? Think just what it means. They're not that hidden. They're not that cryptic. Just think what this means, okay? Okay. When the hares addressed a public meeting and claimed that all should have fair shares, the lions answered, "A good speech, hairy feet, but it lacks claws and teeth such as we have."
How would you use that?
No. What do you think that means? This is translated from the, I don't know, Greek or something, I don't know. It was Aesop. Where's he from?
Greek.
Yeah. So, shall I do it in my own language? Okay, so what would happen if there's hares, and they have a meeting in the jungle with like loads of lions and go, "Hey, hold on, wait a minute, I think we should all be equal and share everything, alright?" And the lions go, "Well, yeah, it's easy for you to say, we've got claws and teeth."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's saying like, of course the hares want that, because it's better for them. The lions get nothing out of it, because they're already king of the jungle.
That's right. So it's negotiating from weakness. Anyone can negotiate from strength, but negotiating from weakness is it's be lovely. It's a lovely utopian look at the animal kingdom.
But the way you said it is better than the way they worded it.
Well, that's because Ricky's very much the modern Aesop. I mean, many people have thought that. You know, that's why he's getting a lot of awards with the TV show. For him, that's a favourite.
So look, hey, I'll take that home and read ones you like and tell me about the ones you like. Ones that click. I don't care if you only come in with like one or two. Go, I'll tell you what, Rick, there's one thing that I've learned from that. You know, because sometimes you can know all these phrases, and until something happens, you don't think, you know, everyone's heard, you know, I don't know, to err is human, to forgive divine. And then something, you know, might happen to you, and you go, oh, that's what that means, that's amazing. So, you know.
Do you know any, Steve, offhand?
What's that?
A fable.
Well, I would imagine that the most famous one I've always remembered is the lion with the thing in its hoof. Do you remember that?
Paw.
The lion, yeah, with the spike in its paw, and a smaller animal gets out for it, but it still attacks it anyway.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
Well, I read one the other day, actually, which was very interesting. It was one that the famous film director Orson Welles said.
Oh, yeah.
Which he said, apparently there was a bear going across a lake, wading through the lake, and a scorpion said, well, let me go on your back, will you? Come on, just let me go on your back, we'll go across, it'll be brilliant. He goes, well, no, you'll just sting me. You go, don't be stupid, if I sting you, you'll die, and we'll both drown. And he goes, oh, fair enough.
Who was doing the stinging?
The scorpion.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And the bear's wading through the water.
Yeah.
So the scorpion jumps on the back, and they wade through the water, and halfway across, the scorpion stings the bear. And the bear goes, well, we're both gonna die now. He goes, yeah, it's my nature.
I thought he was gonna say, I can swim.
Oh, you're the best.
What's the one about,
Does that mean anything to you? It's my nature, i.e., you know, that's in my nature.
That's the way it is.
That's what I do, yeah. I'm a scorpion. Yeah. One of my favourite ones.
These don't mean anything to you, do they? I mean, one thing is you're not impressed by them.
They're alright.
What about this? What about this one?
Don't
here's one of my favourite. What?
He said, well, why not just say, don't trust bears?
The bear's the one that was too trustworthy. Don't trust scorpions.
Yeah.
Right, here's one of my favourite ones of all time, okay? A lion is dying, it's an old lion, he's in the front of his cave, and all the animals come around, like the foxes and the hyenas, and the rabbits, and they're all taking the piss out of him, and they're laughing at him, and they're laughing at him, going, you can't fight us now, and just before he dies, he goes, fine, but I was a lion once. What does that mean?
Don't know.
Well, he's saying, it's better to have lived and had what I had, because I was great, if only for a short time, and you lot are still alive, but you're nothing. You're rabbits and hares. I was a lion once, so, you know,
Are they always using animals for these stories?
Well, yeah, I could change it to refrigerators and household appliances if it would make it help, but animals, you know.
I remember the one about being ill a lot, and you say something about,
Go on.
you know, if you keep doing that, if you keep having time off, well, I won't believe you.
That's the boy who cried wolf. Is
Yeah.
that right? Yeah. Do you know that one?
Have you heard the famous one? This is probably the most powerful one. When you're pulling a face, and they say, well, if you keep doing that, the wind changes.
I've
You
heard
don't say
that.
like that. Because you know that's scientifically proven.
That is.
That can happen.
That can happen.
Should we have hip hop hooray? Are
Yeah.
you queued up for that?
No, but go on, you,
Carl, sort it out, mate.
I was gonna...
No, come on, this is what I asked you to play, mate. If you've not, you know, you're getting too big for your boots now with your showbiz lifestyle. You're not paying
Yeah.
attention, are you? You're not playing the
Yeah.
record if we want you to play it.
Heat magazine's favourite.
Yeah. Okay, so,
Oh, you dropped that, you've
CD now,
embarrassed
that's
yourself.
clumsy.
Oh.
You know, you're, you know, with the big
I
name
can't
DJ
believe you know.
Foster.
Oh, fables are great.
He's not impressed, is he, really?
No, I am. I mean, you know, once I take this book home tonight and that,
Yeah.
have a read, I might change my mind on them next week.
You're coming all stressed. and
I'm not impressed with the ones you've been talking about, I must admit.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
this album is by this group Nerd, who are big hip-hop and R&B producers in the States.
yeah.
We've played a track from them in the past, Bobby James. This album's been re-recorded, I don't know why exactly, with live instruments. You don't get many R&B and hip-hop records now with live instruments, so it's pretty...
It's all computers, isn't it, Steve, these
That's fair
days, and
enough.
drum machines.
And there is a forthcoming single. I suspect it might be this track, Rockstar. I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play track 2, Things Are Going to Get Better.
New Order, here to stay. Sadly, we're not here to stay, Steve. We've only got about 2 more minutes.
That's true enough.
Yeah?
Well, I think that's just time for some interesting facts that Johnny Mango, our researcher from loosecontrol.com, has emailed us. A few familiar ones, favourite ones of yours, I think.
Go on. Any ones I don't know, though?
I think you know this one, don't you? A pig's orgasm lasts for 30 minutes.
I know. And a pig can't actually look directly up. Wouldn't
can
thought
look
so
directly
after
up.
30 minutes of coming.
No, absolutely.
Daddy, you could be careful here.
That's incredible.
Remember what happened to Tom Bins? Go on.
Humans and dolphins are the only species that have sex for pleasure.
Bonobos do as well, they've rediscovered. Which is a,
Bonobo?
yeah,
a bonobo?
a chimpanzee, like a chimpanzee.
Right.
So, yeah. So it's 3 now.
Can't believe dolphins are getting
They're
more
3,
active.
they're all at it now. Dolphins get Yeah.
Polar bears are left-handed.
Yeah. True, yeah.
Extraordinary. I don't quite know how they work that out. Did they give them spelling tests? Writing tests?
Oh yeah, they probably just do it. It's probably the paw they use to hide up the black nose during a hunt.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Some lions mate over 50 times a day.
Yeah, not every day of the year.
Okay, they don't do that every day.
No.
Okay, because again, I'm worried.
No.
I didn't think that dolphins...
What day of the year do you do it 50 times? What is it? It's coming up to it. It's April, isn't it? You'd like to get out there.
I have a special day, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could coincide that with the balloon event. It'll just be me quietly humping in the corner. Volunteers, welcome to email now, you know. And all the proceeds go to charity.
If you are a desperate lioness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Butterflies taste with their feet.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
That is interesting.
But they don't eat much, do they? Because they only live a day.
Good point.
They wouldn't need to eat.
An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary.
That is, yeah.
And the,
But Carl, how big are your eyes?
cruel. Finally, I think we've discussed this before, haven't we? A cockroach will live 9 days without its head
Yeah.
before it starves to death.
Yeah, that's only because it can't get water and food. Yeah, it would be quite happy going around doing its normal things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably to work.
If you're just as good without your head as with your head,
May as well not have a head.
I don't see the point. Well, that was thanks to Johnny Mango there of what's his website called? It was turned into a sort of volunteered researcher.
Yeah.
He's very fast. very quick.
Losecontrol.com. Can I just say as well, we've had lots of emails from different people just saying they enjoy the show and offering little tidbits and things. Nick Wilson, Sarah and Lauren, Ken, Dan, Jane, she wanted some Ash, we didn't play Ash, never mind.
Oh.
Lee, Jez, Derry, there's loads of people there.
Well, I'm gonna, again, we were talking earlier about, you know, you not caring about being like a geek or a freak or
right,
not
it's not-
trendy. No, I'm just saying.
I am trendy, yeah.
And I know, yeah. And I'm going to play a bit of an easy listening. I apologise to those people who still tune in and expect to hear 2 hours of new metal or Gorillaz. And this is a very old-fashioned, lovely tune. It's Bread. I hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Brett.
Bread. Nirvana. Man Who Sold the World. Carl's all confused because it didn't tell you it was ended, did it? What is that then? Is that a sort of glitch in the computer?
Just applause, isn't it?
I
Careful,
can't
they
hear
might
it.
start swearing, you know what they're like. Rock stars.
Yeah,
Their blue language.
Yeah, and all their habits and
Oh.
all that. Yeah, like it says track ending now. It's a bit
Stop
late now,
talking about
innit?
it. That you're giving away all the secrets of radio and that. People think it's like an old piece of vinyl that we've put on a needle, you know, like those old bits of footage of Tony Blackburn. That's what they think it's like. They don't realise there's computers doing it all.
Yeah.
Rick, you're showing them behind the curtain. Never do that.
I won't. I
Never
won't
do that, mate.
In the week, I called Carl up. I said, "How are you, mate?" He went, "Not too bad." Now, as you know, his girlfriend's been away for ages, hasn't she? Covering the World Cup, the African
Nations.
Cup. She's a sports journalist.
Well, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love that you're thinking, what does that mean? Like, well, she's not much of a journalist, Rick, to be honest.
Oh.
I've read some of her stuff.
No, but she's not on air. She does stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
A lot of journalists do. You always want to make clear that you're not going out with Kate Adie. That's what you want to make clear, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so she'd seen none of the meteoric rise of Carl as a
Right, 'cause
broadcaster.
she's been away for the whole time
a
since you've sort of
raconteur,
become...
a
Yeah.
wit,
Yeah.
a cult figure, to be honest. And he hadn't told her this. So apparently he went home and she was sitting there looking a bit grumpy. He went, "All right." She went, "Yeah." She went, "Should we go out then?" She went, "I'm not sure I want to go out with an idiot." Right?
Oh, no!
Yeah, because, and she went, "Loch Ness Monster, won't you just think, of course the Loch Ness Monster lives in Loch Ness." And she was giving a bit of a hard time, and she went, "That's why I don't," he said, "that's why I didn't tell her, I didn't tell her really." Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right, but my dad turned up anyway, and what happened?
He
How old were you, Carl?
well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Oh yeah,
So-
oh yeah, you went,
secondary.
used to go to the school you used to go to?
No, but what I mean
Go
is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? So I missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings.
We Three Kings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of the.
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on you know the next song,
Right.
and it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of.
Tapping along to.
Yeah, do you know like if I was to go
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with,
yeah, do you know that they actually send that into space,
do they?
and
What, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
yeah. They do that because apparently it is one of them things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah,
They know that, do they?
but anyway,
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock knock.
Yeah.
no, seriously.
Is it true, like, if we send
there?
out knock knock into space, yeah, they have to say that.
Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oh,
You
that
always do
is
this,
that
man.
is
You look
great.
into it. Seriously.
Oh, hold on, what's something out there? What's a little green fella? That is great.
Yeah. So anyway,
That is
Little Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't. And I was there, and I had the drumstick, and I thought, oh god,
The drumstick.
I could feel myself. And anyway,
Just wanting to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do, but it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? They're going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
It was like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now
Yeah.
going, boo, Pete Best, but he went...
Yeah,
And they went, whoa! Oh,
No,
God.
but the teacher just said, oh, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight,
Right.
when you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there, and...
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so
no,
he
I
just
never
turned
did.
up
I
off
never
his own
did.
back.
I never took the letters home and stuff to,
No.
show my mum and dad, because it just put me off. So, anyway, he turned up, don't know why, he must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up, and, he swore about me, which...
Did he?
I don't...
Could you use a word
that's allowed to be said? The word?
Of course it is.
Right. If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down now.
Yeah.
Right? But he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera filming it, and he said, yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on.
Right.
This is so sad.
What was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping him with his bags.
Yes, there was. I forgot.
I mean, Mary and Joseph, they got there. Yeah, because it was the whole, you know, because the inn was full.
Yeah.
But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So
of him. He carry bags over. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah.
You're right though. I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was. And
And your father said that. And how did you know your father said that? Did you
he told
hear
me
it?
about it later.
Oh, he told you about it later.
Yeah, I was talking about stuff I'd done at school, and he said, "Oh God, remember that?" And I spoke to him the other day about it,
Right.
and yeah.
Oh, God.
shame.
So that was the end of your sort of drumming career, really? Because it could have been. I mean, you know, the audience loved it the night before.
Yeah.
You could have like been, who knows, a whole new world for you.
Yeah.
Have you done any stuff?
I've never drummed. I wish I had, man. I wish I had.
That is.
That's a movie story, but
Is that, and that's why you don't, and you don't tell, your mum and dad don't know you on the radio,
No,
do
they think when they were down the other weekend, they had to come in here. I just said, I'll just go in and press the buttons.
Because they could listen on Sky Digital, couldn't they?
They could do.
But you wouldn't want that, would you?
I don't want that.
No. Play a record, and I want to talk to you again a little bit about this later.
yeah,
Right. Came up with a good idea.
we'll be the judge of that.
I'll do it now. It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sticking my neck out here. But I think this isn't going to be a good idea.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to second that motion.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we're both right.
See-through skin.
High five, Rick. Okay, Monkey News.
Do you want a bit?
Yes, please. Play
Jingle.
the jingle.
This rash is weird. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. Right, they were filming a documentary, right, this telly company,
Yeah.
doing a documentary.
Who? Which one? Which one?
Don't know.
No, right, what was the documentary about?
About monkeys.
Yeah. Where was it? Where was it?
Africa.
Right, when was this?
I haven't got a date.
Okay. Recently though, since the advent of television, obviously.
Yeah. Actually, a bit of extra monkey news if you want it.
Okay, always.
Do you know the,
Monkey News Extra. Go on.
do you know the Halfords ads?
Halford's ads. I don't think so. No, what happens?
Halfords, they've you know, they sell nuts and bolts and stuff.
Right.
They were using monkeys in the ads.
Okay. Yeah. And what happened?
Packet?
Don't they sell bikes, Halfords?
Well, mainly.
Bicycles and motorbike stuff in there. Okay, so yeah, so they're using monkeys in the advert. What happened?
I can't handle it.
What?
I can't do this. Look at
What?
him. Look at him.
I don't care what he's doing.
Well, basically, right, there was a load of hassle because they were using these monkeys in this Alfred's advert.
Yes.
Right.
And what happened? Get to the point.
It turned out there wasn't a problem because they were mechanics in the first place.
What, they were monkey mechanics?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Mental.
What are you talking about? That's not a story.
Well, anyway, listen, let's get back on
They were
to...
mechanics in the first place.
Right, listen. Right, so they're making this documentary. Right? And they stumble across a little gang of... Come
on, just... Get on with it, please.
Little gang of monkeys. That's
Yes.
the first time I've ever laughed. I'll hear that.
I know. Well, brilliant. What do you want, a cake? Come on.
Can we play a song?
Oh, I don't understand what is wrong with you, you freak.
It's making me laugh.
Just tell us the story.
Alright then, alright. So anyway, right, so there's this documentary being made. They found a little gang of monkeys.
Right, play a song. I don't know what's going on here. I apologise.
Got to hide your love away. According to the Beatles on XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant. Right, Carl, come on,
where
monkey
were we?
news.
Where
Everyone's
were we?
composed. The jingle, please.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Excellent. Okay.
Right, where were we?
We would just start again. There's some people making a documentary.
For what? Okay,
Making a documentary in in the jungle and that.
Right.
Stumble across a little gang.
Okay, come on.
All right.
A little gang of monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So the camera crew are there filming it.
Yes.
Everything's going normal.
It's all fine.
Nothing odd about it.
Okay. They're not running a restaurant, they've not got any barber shops, nothing.
No.
Just regular monkeys going about their business, yeah.
So anyway, what normally happens is the monkeys sleep with the partner.
They already do what?
They don't sort of sleep around and that. Once they find the girlfriend or the boyfriend or whatever,
Yeah.
they stick with them, right?
Okay.
But anyway, they were watching this one, right? And it's going around a bit, sleeping around,
Oily.
and it was getting fatter. They thought, this is a bit odd,
Yeah.
right? So followed it round and see it having it away. Turns out, little prostitute.
Oh God!
It's a little monkey prostitute.
It was getting fatter because it was charging them bananas.
What a load of old rubbish.
It's charging them bananas. What was it? A boy or it was a
Woman, little woman monkey.
That's the most extraordinary monkey news I've ever heard.
Oh, that is genius.
Has this documentary been televised?
I don't think it's been on yet.
No,
And that's all the information you've got?
Yeah.
And is that's one banana for everything?
the half a banana is for
Just oral.
A poor job.
Right.
If you want full-blown monkey sex, it is 2.5 bananas.
Sure.
So,
Let's just play a song. Okay.
Because you can't laugh, because of the fight in the ribs.
Oh, yeah,
Because
the
you took
ribs,
quite
yeah.
a bad... I have to say, though, that I remember we were talking on the radio about what Ricky should come out to for the big match. For those that don't realise, Ricky at Christmas, there's a TV show on. Ricky, I don't know why, even to this day, why you agreed to do it.
nor do I.
But he's doing a celebrity boxing match, fighting, and he was described at the beginning of the fight, Rick, I don't realise if you I don't know if you know this, he was described as entrepreneur, Grant Bovey.
Well,
husband of Anthea Turner. I don't know what that means exactly.
Well, he does bits of business, actually.
Businessman.
Yeah, businessman, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But
Like Arthur Daly
What
was
was
an
I
entrepreneur.
described as?
yeah, you were described as yeah, I think fat funny man.
Oh, right,
He might be
great.
something like that, or a comedian and actor. But Ricky came out to Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J.
Nice.
I don't know whose suggestion it was, I think it might be mine, but it was blinding. And I noticed you were really, they'd almost, I mean, it was ludicrous, really. You came out in the shorts, you had the,
Well, I was acting up.
I know,
doing
but you
it, but
really
they were going, don't you laugh, all my corner. And I think I overdid it, didn't I?
well, he was kind of prowling around the ring, staring staring Bovey out and staring the crowd out.
So embarrassing.
And kind of looking really, but of course he's got this ludicrous beer belly. Do you know what I mean? So it looks like Johnny Vegas is
training I was meant to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Bovey
dear.
looks quite a sort of athletic guy,
He's really
so he
fit,
looks
wasn't
like he could actually be a boxer.
But did you have like obviously they're filming it for telly. Did you have the production crew saying, right, stop, cut, can you just throw that punch again?
No, it was a real
No, they
fight.
just
So it really
let
was a
them go.
proper
for it.
I think people are going to be surprised. I think they're going to see it's a real fight.
And I tell
than
you,
they
it's
imagined.
unpleasant. I mean, it's actually an unpleasant
Okay,
thing.
well, I'll tell you
It
now
is,
what,
yeah.
what Carl said, because
What did he
Carl was
say?
there, and he said to me, I can't do his accent. He
Right.
went, oh no, it wasn't nice. It
No,
wasn't
it wasn't
nice.
nice.
No,
No,
it
it's not.
was, although I have to say, I was really kind of riled up by it. I mean, I've never been to a fight before, and I just was like, come on! I was like, smash his face! I was really shouting, I was just going crazy.
Shouting for me, though, were you?
No, I was shouting for, then I just decided to try and freak everyone, so I was shouting, kiss him, snog him, lick him, ask him out! I was shouting that in a vain attempt to throw someone, and, it was extraordinary, but I tell you, I think you'd be better off, like, if they sort of brought back wrestling. Wrestling from the 70s,
Oh,
like Big
right.
Daddy and
Wrestling would be
Haystacks.
fun.
Mick McManus.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Because I think you've got more the physique for
I
wrestling.
think I'm too young for wrestling on British
They were always
television.
about 65.
I
weren't
think
they?
they're 58, one of them,
Yeah.
Les Keller.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the outfits are fun.
Oh, they get, yeah, oh, a
Extraordinary,
bit
yeah.
too tight, weren't they? some
Yeah,
of
and it
those
was always that kind of
outfits?
shiny, whatever preceded lycra.
I know, with just a little winkle showing.
Little winkle.
Little motherfucker with a little winkle in their tight shorts.
Why were you looking? Oh, I've done you.
Oh, play a record.
I've done you. I'm not. Answers, please.
I'm not one of them.
You're not looking at mine now, are you?
Those are the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they're still going strong.
Oh, indeed, yes.
That's one of my favourite tunes of the year.
You
like
enjoyed that? Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
These are all
yeah,
mutual. We love them all. We're not
Absolutely,
really.
yeah, no,
we're
we're
not
not.
annoying each other by putting in
Not
songs
at
the
all.
other one doesn't like.
Not
We're
at
like a
all.
team today, isn't it? I think that's the Christmas spirit. I don't know what it is.
We've come together, we're sort of unified, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the absence of Carl.
Yeah.
Who often divides us, he often comes between us.
Does he?
Like, yeah,
Does he
well, I'll
do
tell you
that?
what it's
Yeah.
like. It's like a child. Like, it's like we're a married couple and he's sort of our autistic child or something, you know,
right,
and sometimes it just puts a strain on the marriage. You know, we all three of us love each other. You know.
Yeah, because he does love you guys.
Yeah, exactly, but sometimes it's hard,
I hear
you
him
know.
talking about you in the office sometimes, you know. He looks up to you, aspires to you too.
But it's
And
times like
rightly
this
so.
because
Yeah.
of, well, because of, to be honest, the baby Jesus, that we realise that there's beauty in everyone and it's all right.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Exactly, and
Thanks.
he's never had that before.
No.
Well, I have to say that I'm really getting into the Christmas spirit. When I was younger, I didn't really enjoy it. I was quite cynical. I was quite,
You're
rock and roll.
joking.
But now I'm sort of, I walk in a department store, and if there's one of the old, chestnuts are roasting on an open fire, which that classic tune, or
Oh,
any
I
of
thought you were
those,
one of those old boys that stand outside the British Museum.
right, yeah.
No, right, you mean the tune, yeah.
You know, that one, or, how does it go? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire?
Chestnuts roasting on
Yeah.
Jack Frost nipping
thing
at
is,
your nose.
But I can't get enough of them. I love it. I'm in the department store, it's frosty outside, it's warm in there.
Have you ever roasted your chestnuts on an open fire?
I have never done that. No, I have
Imagine
not done
that.
that. I have not done that.
Just backing up to it like that with your little chestnuts hanging out like a bulldog.
What would you be wearing? You'd probably just, I imagine you'd have your dressing gown on, you'd just hoik it up
Just
slightly,
pull
so
it
your
up,
arse was showing.
pop 'em down, like, tuck it in like a lovely lady.
Yeah.
So you look like a lovely lady from the front, but behind,
Yeah.
it looks like a bulldog dragging a tree.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and you just pop them in the grate.
Yeah, and you would, because you want to be careful of too much roasting, so I imagine you'd want to just kind of
Lightly
ease
toast
yourself
them.
in slowly.
Lightly toast them.
And if it feels too hot, get out of there. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
That's, if any kids are listening, try that.
No!
What?
Don't.
Like there's a kid thinking, I'm gonna roast my chestnuts on an open fire. I don't think there's even a child that's
I
doing
don't want
that.
someone to do it and then the parents go and Steve Merchant's told our children to do
Yeah.
it. We're probably
Okay.
we're probably in trouble
So
now
a kid,
because of that.
where's the
Kids
kid gonna
don't.
find an open fire like those? I mean, it has to be the sort that they use, those kind of barrels. It can't just be open fire at home. That doesn't count. That's just stupid. If you're gonna do it properly.
Oh no. We're having such a nice time there.
We've lowered the tone. I'll tell you what'll perk us all up though. Richard Anderson has emailed us. Dickie
Oh, is
Anderson.
he's loving the show, is he?
Well, I don't know if you've heard this, Carl. Carl, I've called you Carl.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm Claire, pleased to meet you.
Is
it the shaved head or the skip in the teeth?
Yeah. It was the k sound. Because didn't I call you Arthur or Jack or something last time?
You called me,
I can't remember.
I don't know, but it was quite embarrassing.
Claire, I'll be honest with you, Claire's quite an unmemorable name. If I'm
Yeah,
truthful.
I know.
But yeah, Dickie Anderson, he's a guy, I'll be honest with you, he's not a big fan of the show. But
Is
he's,
he not?
well, we're getting into winning round. He says, dear Ricky, the more disappointing your show becomes, the more I seem to look forward to it.
Ah.
Now I see your face plastered across London. Is your show some sort of curse put on me by an old gypsy woman I've annoyed? Good point, Dickie, but,
Dickers.
but Randers, as I call it.
Yeah.
I
He
think we're
can't
winning-
listen now, I know what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
tucked him in, he's backing into the fire as we speak, and he wants to roast them until they spit. Oh dear.
Oh.
Thanks for listening,
Thanks
Anders.
for
It's-
and Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year.
and as you know, you've got a lot to look forward to, because our first hour is always the best.
That's exactly
So
right.
you're going to be loving it till 3, cockers. Oh dear. What should we play?
Well, this is, I every so often I get sent, a CD by a friend of mine, Harry, who, just sorts me out with tunes
That's
that I may have
such a
missed.
good idea, by
It
the
is a
way.
great
I think
idea, and,
fantastic.
this is one that, I think it came out this year, it's a Teenage Fan Club, and they teamed up with Jad Fair, and I think it's a mixed bag, the album, apparently, but this is one of the good tunes on it, Near to You.
I'm afraid your CD isn't working. Oh, no, it is now. No. Oh, it's not me, Steve. Honestly, it keeps
Claire,
stopping.
it looks like it's you.
No, honestly.
You're pressing buttons, you're fiddling with buttons.
No,
right.
look, comes back again, look.
Right, you can't play that.
Look, I
Claire,
didn't touch it.
this never happens when Carl's here.
It does.
It does, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll swap it into another CD machine. Can we play Oasis?
Oh,
It's
that's
another one of my favourites. The Oasis back on form.
Yeah, no, Rick, I'm not discrediting the tune, I just feel like...
Oh,
I'm
Steve's
trying to
not
carry on. No,
happy.
it was a good hour. It was a good hour of radio, and it's just been cheapened.
Actually, you're right.
and
It's just gone 2 o'clock, and already.
Yeah.
Starting to fall apart.
Well, this is,
This doesn't bode well for the Comedy Awards,
This is a good anthem. This is a good Britpop anthem. Old Noel back on form with the old singer-songwriting. This is Little by Little, and Oasis. He's a giant. He's like a giant, isn't it? and he's a giant, and he starts off little and gets bigger.
Little by little, he gets
little
bigger.
by little, but it's, well, bigger by bigger, I'd have called it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
well, that's what makes you,
So,
a genius.
award-winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oasis, little by little.
Little by little, do you want to
we
explain who
played
you
some
are?
great tunes. I'm Ricky Gervais.
No, I'm Steve Merchant, and that's
Yeah,
close to just on your car, but it's XFM 104.9.
Yeah, and what
Playing
is
the
it
great
on
tunes of
Sky?
the
What is it
People
on
are
Sky?
saying, channel 864. Ricky, people are saying they can't see on the webcam. You just stick a leg up or something, just so they. That's his foot.
Yeah, was it just on you? Is it? Oh, because most.
But they can't see me because I'm in camouflage,
Oh, yeah,
so
they
it's
just-
not a very interesting picture.
I can't wave. There you go.
Yeah.
Does anyone log on online?
I don't know how does the webcam look? I've not ever seen on a webcam. Is it just kind of, because normally aren't they kind of really sort of,
I'll show you. I'll
jarring
get it,
and,
but we
and
got-
stuff?
Does it take pictures like a digital camera?
It's every
Or is
15 seconds it updates.
Oh, right,
every 15
okay.
You get a still picture.
It
so
still, is it right? I see. Okay.
Right. Oh, it's
that's
still
what we're getting
pictures, is
there.
it? I didn't realise that.
Yeah, every 15
Oh, right.
seconds, yeah.
So they can't actually see, you know, like if I was to bust some amazing dance moves.
No, they
would
just
just
get
see
Well,
snapshots
if you did it every 15 seconds like you move, they could then print them off and do like a flicker book.
That would work.
So they could see,
That'd be amazing.
they could see you doing windmills and, you know, really,
King Tuts.
yeah, all that.
Yeah, scissor kick.